Hello lovely people, welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel, you are welcome. My name is Gifting Kim. In this video, I'll be showing you a very detailed and step-by-step of how to make your own Ayurvedic hair grow butter. Kindly subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in a bit. Welcome once again. So like I said in the intro, I'll be doing an Ayurvedic hair grow butter. So the first ingredient we'll be needing is a shea butter, and the second item I'll be using is cocoa butter. So these are the two ingredients I'll be using, shea butter and cocoa butter. I'm going to cut these two into pieces like this. So I cut my shea butter and my cocoa butter into pieces like this. Cutting both the cocoa butter and then the shea butter makes it easier to melt into oil. This is the process of it melting. This is semi-melted. I'm just showing you the step-by-step of how it looks. So this is how soft it looks. So you leave both the shea butter and then the cocoa butter to be melting. And then the next item, which is very, very important in this DIY, is the Ayurvedic hair growth oil. I have this video on how to make your own Ayurvedic hair growth oil on my channel. I'll leave the link of this video in the description box or just check the cards above. So this oil contains a lot of herbs, a lot of Ayurvedic herbs in it. Kindly check the video out. This oil contains fenugreek, moringa, amla, it has bay leaves, it has black seeds, it has the essential oils I'll be using in this video. It has all of that in this oil. So kindly check the video on how I made this oil. So the next item which I'll be using in this video as well is my cinnamon powder. I've used this in one or two videos of mine, so kindly check them out. And then the next herb I'll be using is moringa powder. I've used this in tons of my videos. This improves or increases hair growth as well. So that's why I'm using this. The next herb I'll be using is the amla powder. This is very, very powerful herb. If you're looking to straighten your hair, if you're looking to moisturize your hair, if you're also looking for how to darken your hair, amla powder is what you should go for. So these are the three powerful herbs I'll be using. These three herbs improves hair growth, increases your hair growth as well. For the essential oils, I'll be using castor oil. This is another very good oil for hair growth. And then I'll be using grapeseed oil as well. This is a new one I'm using. I like the fragrance of it. And then I'll be using vitamin E oil as well for my essential oils. And then I'll be using the tea tree oil as well, which helps in preventing dandruff and then also improves healthy scalp. So these are the four essential oils I'll be using. Now my shea butter and cocoa butter has melted into this oil. So this is how my butter oil looks like after it has melted. This is how they all look like. Or the next thing to do is to add your Ayurvedic hair growth oil. If you don't have Ayurvedic hair growth oil, you need to do one before you proceed with this step. So like I said, I have a video on how I did my Ayurvedic hair growth oil. So kindly check that video out. So I'm putting 3 tablespoons of my Ayurvedic oil into the shea butter and cocoa butter oil. So I'm going to stir that. So now the next step is to add the 3 powerful herbs. And then the first one is the amla powder. I'm adding half tablespoon of each of the Ayurvedic powders into this oil. So I added my moringa and then I'm going to add the cinnamon powder as well. I'm going to stir this together very well. Make sure there's no lumps in the oil. I'm going to stir this very, very well. So after you are done stirring, the next thing is to add your essential oils. At this point, you can decide to put this in the fridge before you add your essential oil after, or you put your essential oil into it now. So it all depends on what you want to do. I'm putting my essential oils into it first. You can choose any of your favorite essential oils to add to this. So I'm adding the grapeseed oil, and the next is the vitamin E oil. I'm using a half tablespoon of each essential oils. You can use less, you can use more, it all depends on your preference. So the next is the castor oil. And then a few drops of the tea tree oil into this. So I'm going to stir this very well. You can see that the color of the oil has changed. So you stir this very, very well. So you're going to keep this in the fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes or less or more, depending on how your fridge works. So this is after 10 minutes. I realized the bowl is too small for me to mix the batter. So I have to transfer this into a bigger bowl. So I'm transferring the butter into a bigger bowl. So after transferring, I'll be keeping this in a fridge for about 10 to 15 minutes as well. So this is after exactly 15 minutes. This is how the hair butter looks like. This is how I want mine. You can decide to you can decide to keep it in the fridge for lesser time, like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. This is how I want mine. So the next step now is to mix your butter. So I have my mixer. If you don't have a mixer, you can use a blender. If you don't have a blender, then you can use a whisk to do that. If you are using a whisk, then that means your butter must not be that solid. So I'm using my hand mixer to mix this butter into a fluffy butter. Mixing. You can see that the color has changed. The color of the butter has changed. I want it to be a little fluffy. I don't want it to be solid though. That's why I keep mixing this butter. I like it. This is how I like mine. So I'm going to transfer this into a very clean, sterilized bottle. So I transfer my butter into a container. the butter was a lot, so I had to transfer it into 2 bottles. So this is my Ayurvedic hair growth butter. So this butter is going to control hair fall. This butter is going to improve your hair growth, which is very, very important. This butter as well is going to condition your hair, is going to moisturize your hair, is going to treat dandruff. This butter is going to make your hair shine. If you have itchy scalp, if you have dry scalp, you can use this butter for people as well. So guys, this is the Ayurvedic hair growth butter I made. Very easy. If you enjoyed this video, kindly give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.